yesterday, Palace winger Andros Townsend was on talkSPORT Breakfast, and after the announcement of England's preliminary squad for the Euros, he told us his pain on missing out back in 2016.
If I go back a few months to December, January, I was outcasted at Spurs. I was playing for the under-23s. So fast forward May, and you get the call that you're in the provisional squad for Euros. It was like a dream come true, and I felt like all my birthdays come at once. I probably had a sneaky suspicion that I would be the one to be left out, but I said, listen, I'm going to go train as hard as possible for 2 weeks, hopefully change the manager's mind. Unfortunately, it didn't come, but from where I was in January to where I ended up, I was just delighted to be there.
How many got left out of that particular squad?
3 of us got left out, myself, Danny Drinkwater and Fabian Delph. I don't know if you guys are the same, but I was literally in my room every day going through the list saying, it might be me. It may leave him out. It may not need that position. I was literally every day going through all the options, trying to squeeze me in somehow. But unfortunately, I think it was the day before the squad had to be announced. The phone rings, and the phone never rings in the hotel. I answer it. Roy Hodgson wants to see you in his room. So I was like, I knew it was like I was walking to my death. I knew what was happening, but it was horrible.
You shouldn't have answered that. Yeah, it's your own fault.
I'll still be there now.
So what did Roy say? How did he break it to you?
You know what? He was almost in tears. Yeah, he was like, Andros, it pains me to do this. You're a great character. You've trained really well. You came on and played a part yesterday. He was like, but I have to leave you out. I had my squad in my head when we arrived, and unfortunately you weren't in that, but you're a big part of my thoughts going forward, blah blah blah. But yeah, it was, you couldn't say, I couldn't come out of the room saying, Roy Hodgson this, Roy Hodgson that. I just, because he was so apologetic.
But even though you were resigned to it already, how did you feel? Were you emotional
No, I was
yourself?
gutted. Yeah, I was gutted because I missed out through injury 2 years before at the World Cup. Like I said, I never thought I'd get that chance having been in the 23s for Spurs. So I was in the form of my career. I just come off a good half season with Newcastle. I felt I could have contributed, which was the most frustrating part. But unfortunately, it wasn't to be. I was devastated, but I got to go on holiday.
So, Gabby, in 2010, you smiling at that? How's your Italian, by the way? Is that any good?
Not very good, no.
So in 2010, you scored 13 Premier League goals with your left foot, but missed out on Capello's 2010 World Cup squad. How disappointed was that moment? Because Emil got in, didn't he? And he'd only scored 3.
Yeah, I think it was disappointing, but I think I had a good 3/4 of a season. And I think when it mattered, the last quarter of the season, I didn't score as many goals, so I think that's probably why I missed out.
Did he tell you himself, Capello? Or?
No, Sky Sports News told me. Yeah. I was waiting for the phone call. Phone didn't ring.
That's no way,
just waiting there.
That's no way.
I was in Dubai though while I was waiting for the call, but so it wasn't too bad.
So you could just slip around the corner
to the bar.
Yeah.
As you do.
Dear. And then, who else was in that? What other strikers?
I think there was like Rooney, Peter Crouch, wasn't there? There would have been Heskey, Carlton Cole, Darren Bent. I don't know who actually made it, I can't remember, but there were so many to choose out of, so it would have been touch and go anywhere.
Oh, it's bad news. Ali, what's the worst news you've had?
That was it, same. No, getting told I wasn't going to
were
World
you
Cup
in
98.
Were you in Dubai or Air?
I was in London at the time, believe it or not. London at the time, got a call. No, you're not going to France 98. Worst phone call, worst ever.
Who told you?
My ex-missus.
Oh, did she?
Aye.
Oh, you didn't have too many good calls, did you?
Was
she laughing?
She just thought I wasn't doing enough off the ball.
Was she laughing, or was she thinking you've just cost me more money?
She just said I wasn't working hard enough.
You messed about too much.
And I'd lost, that's a bit strong. And I lost half a yard. She said. Oh dear me, but it was terrible.
You gotta get it's all about fitness.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil, Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.